So this is the Courage Hour for Thursday, August the 11th, and we're here this morning together. And so we have time to mastermind about courage, about faith, about trust. To me, they all kind of run together. So if anyone has something they'd like to bring up, we can mastermind about that.
Terry, I'll go off of what you were just talking about. You said that your friend said that it was open and you cleared your calendar like that. I think it's important that we all take time to recognize that when those opportunities are there and somebody's, hey, do you want to do this? Like there's this opportunity, having courage to not even like second guess yourself, trust that it's there for a reason. I mean, that's pretty much what happened with my vacation. I just was like, okay, I'm going to ask if I can have it. I don't even care. They said yes. And then my dad was like, hey, you want to stay at the cabin by yourself? Yes. And then my parents just asked, and they were talking the other day about their trip to Mexico because they haven't got to go in 3 years. And I'm going to ask them, just because I've really been thinking about it with everything going on, if I can go with them this year, because the last time that I went to Mexico was back in 2014 with my mom, my dad, my brother, and I. But this year I want to ask if my brother Hazel and I can go and have a family experience, because that's not always something that's going to be there. And I called my brother up the other day and had a conversation with him that I didn't really want to have, but it needed to happen because he hasn't been at our cabin in 4 years because he doesn't like being outdoors. And I said to him point blank, I said, dude, time's ticking. Our time is limited as a family up there. Swallow your damn pride, put a smile on your face and sit in a boat with your dad. That's what would make him happy. And that's what he would enjoy. And he's like, oh, I don't know. I just, I don't like being outdoors. And I was like, dude, it's not about what you like and what you want at this point. Like, come up there. And he called me like, you know what, you're right. I need to get up there. I need to put it on my calendar. So he's asking off of work and gonna make it a point to get up there. So like just speaking up, which is showing up over and over again for me the last couple months. Like if in your gut it's telling you to speak up and do something, do it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great. That it takes a lot of courage to do that. You're right. It takes a lot of courage.
Alignment, like everything, like don't be afraid to enjoy your alignment when it's happening.
Yeah. And choosing that for yourself, just choosing that. And that takes a lot of courage. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, that's beautiful.
I think sometimes as outsiders, we can see that people want to do things, but having the courage to love punch them and be like, hey man, lean into it.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah.
Something that I just thought of while you were sharing that, Jenna, is, do you want your brother to be up north with you and your family? Like, do you want him to have those experiences? Because hearing how you want him to be there too can be that one courageous thing that gets him to shift too, like knowing if he doesn't already, maybe you tell him that, but the love punch and like hearing from anyone, in any situation, you personally inviting people goes such a long way. Like for people to feel like they don't want to bother someone or they don't want to interrupt their life. But when people know that they are, like there's a desire for their presence to be somewhere, it encourages them to shift their schedule, to change their regular routine, to be something that's outside of their current comfort zone, because they know that their presence is something that's, being requested, it's desired, it's welcoming when people, give a personal invitation for anything. So that was just something that came to me.
Yeah.
So true, because for so long up there, I didn't want him up there because of the space that we had as a family. Like he was, not helping and not stepping up. So I was holding on to anger and frustration, which we have communicated now more openly now that everything's going through with the divorce, is that he is uncomfortable worker because, oh God, but he's uncomfortable around him, and Parker's uncomfortable around him. So allowing that to just be like our core four of our family. And to be to have those conversations, the four of us without other people. Like, I think that come now.
Yeah, yeah. Well, good for you. Good for you. You set a good example for all of us to take the courage to take those opportunities when they come along.
Yeah, don't miss them.
Okay, see you later.
Yep, always keep your eyes open.